Hello YouTube, I am a video game robot and this is my first video. I really didn't know what to talk about in the first video, but I realized that I wanted to talk about something that not a lot of people had heard about. So today I'm going to talk about Mark of the Ninja, one of the biggest hidden gems that you could think of. Mark of the Ninja is a 2D action stealth side-scroller, developed by Klei Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studios in 2012. Klei Entertainment had already developed Shank at that point, which was a game that had overall good scores from critics and it gained the attention of a lot of gamers. Then, Klei Entertainment started to develop Shank 2 and Mark of the Ninja almost at the same time. For me, that was one of the problems that Mark of the Ninja had. I think Shank 2 stole attention from Mark of the Ninja, and because of that, less people played the game. And that is a shame, because Mark of the Ninja deserved a lot more attention from gamers, and especially stealth game lovers everywhere. So, let's dive into the game. In this game, you play as a nameless ninja from the Hizumi Dojo. A girl called Ora wakes you up because an armed group of people is attacking the place. When you rescue your master aside from the attack, he tells you that the ninja clan needs to fight back, and you are the one that has to do it, because you have an Irasumi tattoo that gives you a lot of power at the risk of becoming mad with the passing time. So your main objective in most of the game is to avenge your clan by killing your enemy's boss, Count Karaji. But you really don't know why you had to kill him. I won't say anything else about the story because I would spoil it, but I would say that it's not that good. It is very easy to get lost not knowing what is even happening. Mark of the Ninja is a good looking game. Everything looks in place with the tone of the game. Things inside the light look different than when they're in darkness and in the shadows, including the enemy models and your ninja's model. The enemy models are very good, and they do a good job to show their behavior and the different emotional states. But the enemy's animation feels a bit stiff compared to the dynamic and agile ninja that jumps from wall to wall, goes from shadow to shadow, and stabs enemies one by one as fluidly as a ninja could do. I think the best job that this game does is blending visual cues with the video game art. The visuals work hand in hand with the gameplay. Let me explain what I mean. Mark of the Ninja is full of visual cues. It'll help you know what to do, where to hide, where you can climb, where you're going to be seen, and many more things. But these visual cues don't take you off the immersive atmosphere, because they blend perfectly with the visuals of the game. You think blending the video game art with visual cues is a thing that not a lot of games can pull off. However, the visuals are not perfect, and they become stale throughout time. Because the game picks a dark palette for every level, it always feels like it is the same place. I think there should have been levels placed on more colorful and bright places to have some more variety and even change up the gameplay. This game is focused purely on stealth. You advance through the levels jumping from wall to wall, crawling through vents, hiding indoors in trash, passing by enemies or killing them and hiding their corpses, pulling levers, grabbing to lights, shooting darts to enemies, and a lot more. Having all those possibilities would have been overwhelming if it wasn't for the fact that your ninja has the ability to stop time in his mind, giving you all the time you need to plan your next move. In the whole game there's only 4 types of enemies, but dealing with them is never repetitive because there's a lot of different ways you can do it. The game gives you the decision of killing your enemies or passing by them. It even gives you rewards for either ways you play. It fits anybody's playstyle and doesn't punish you for playing however you want to play. You can distract them or scare them to gain more points. When enemies are scared, they will start shooting at random, and if you are smart enough, you can get them to kill their own mates by accident. In every level, there's a secret room where you have to solve a puzzle to get one of the many scrolls. The scrolls can also be found on hidden places throughout the levels, and they work just as a collectible. Every level has 3 optional missions and a score to achieve if you want to complete the level. The missions are very different every level, some of them requiring you to do a completely opposite thing, like killing every enemy on a section, or not killing anybody on a section of the level. On top of that, there's a lot of different unlockables, 6 suits, 8 artifacts, and 14 different techniques to unlock and expand the different ways you can deal with enemies. The suits completely change your playstyle and your abilities, and they can even make the game harder. For example, one of them makes running soundless, but doesn't let you kill anyone. The artifacts vary from distraction items like smoke bombs, a Metal Gear Solid reference box where you can hide, a noisemaker and a flare, and also attack items like spike mans, toxins, like little spikes, and a horror dart. Techniques either give different ways of killing the guards, like hanging them with a chain from a light or dragging them into a hiding spot, or improve your health and stats. This game's music is perfect for the atmosphere of the game. It gives you a feeling of suspense and tension totally in place with the game. But I can't say I remember the songs after I stopped playing. I had to play the game paying attention to the music to even be able to talk about it right now. But what I did remember is the sounds, the sound effects, the guards, the sound of your steps, the sound of a breaking light, because the sound effects in this game are excellent. The sound effects also work perfectly telling you what is happening. Sounds like the guards' voices and alarms give you a notable sign of what's happening. When I played the game to review it, I also played the Special Edition DLC, so I had to talk about it briefly in this video. The DLC adds one destruction item, one attack item, and one costume. But the most important thing that is added is a pretty cool mission to play as a character that was presented before, introducing a new mechanic in this mission. This new mechanic is knocking out enemies. Knocked out enemies are like dead enemies that other guards can wake them up and make them fully functional again. The DLC also has commentary from the developers in every level, and if you care to read it, you are going to understand a lot more of the game design and the decisions they made for the game. Now, this video game is, in my personal opinion, the only stealth game that made me feel like I really needed to play with stealth all the time. It shows that the developers put a lot of heart and effort to this game. This game for me also worked as a reminder that we should look for other games that are not just AAA titles, because you can be surprised of the quality of some smaller games. There's a lot of content that will make the game a lot longer if you want to have the full experience. If you like stealth games, go play this game. I'm sure you won't regret it. This has been all I got to say. I'm the Video Game Robot, and see you in the next video. Bye.